like stand closer. In Ghana Pa'amon, in Jerusalem, with a nice breeze. Weather's not bad, right? I want to thank the Jerusalem municipality who, for their cooperation in letting us use the space, and to all of our volunteer ushers and our Sajranim for their help. And in addition, very important, to our gorgeous pictures, which are Yehoshua Halevi, who took great pictures for the board, if you saw the pictures of the actors. Now we get to the heart of the matter. You may be wondering, what is Shakespeare on the Move? Good question. Many things, really. It's Shakespeare. Accessible, upfront, and personal, as much as we can make it for you. It's great for audiences of all ages, and it's a good way to discover or rediscover Shakespeare. I can, just speaking from my own personal experience, summertime in New York City for my family meant a feast of outdoor stuff, all the time, either free or very low cost. From Shakespeare in the park, to opera in a parking lot in the East Village, to dance performances on the streets. There were performances to choose from in all parts of the city. Some were good, some were great, but all had this openness, this intimacy that made it a special kind of theater experience. We discovered Shakespeare on the Run, now called the New York City Classical Theater, back in around 2002. And we loved it because you got to walk with the actors between scenes. You got to enjoy the topography of Central Park in a very new and different way. And the kids loved to stand right up close to an actor. That also gave them an experience they hadn't had in a typical theater show. We wanted to bring you, our audience, a chance to enjoy that same feeling with the actors, and more importantly, to enjoy Shakespeare's wonderful tale of romance, missing siblings presumed drowned, sword fights, drunken mischief makers bent to no good. Here are a few ground rules for your experience tonight. Seating is optional. You're comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Feel free to stand, move around as you see fit during the scene. Just watch out for the actors, because they are going to kind of jump over you at certain times. They might, because you're sitting where we never expected that you'd be sitting. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway. That's just let them know, just as a precaution, just watch out for them at different points. If you have a little one with you, just watch out for the little ones that they don't really run into the action, so we don't trample them. That would be bad. We won't really be moving a ton. That had to do with security issues that were a bit of a complication. I'll know how to handle this better next year. But again, don't get too comfortable. The ushers will direct you when it's time to move, and our actors will also let you know when it's time to shift. The big thing I want to say is that, this is important, when there's an audience move going on, in theory, we want to continue the action all the time. So try to be quiet as best as you can, because especially the scene that comes towards the end of Act 1 into Act 2, you're going to miss it if you're yapping too much as you walk to the next spot. Okay, last important note. We endeavored to do this, oh, I know, I should say one other thing. Bathrooms, Cup of Joe, they've been very nice to us. So if you need to use it, it's right there. The in-ball, if you're a slightly fancier person. I know there's some other bathroom at the under end of Ghana Pa'amon, I've never gone there. And cell phones, please. Take this moment, turn your cell phone off. We have endeavored to do this on a shoestring. Security costs were our biggest issue. Your donation of 20 shekels will help us cover our ma'avtechim, which was a requirement of the Mishtara. And we would have used more of Ghana Pa'amon if we would have had like a greater budget. Again, that could come one day in the future. But it'll help us plan for our next production. We'll be collecting at the end of the show and also at the entrance points, so please, anything you can give really does help us. We thank you in advance for your support. Most importantly, theater is special. Theater is important. And Shakespeare, 400 years later, is just fabulous. His stories of love and loss still resonate. Enjoy the show.